Hello, everyone. This is Cass from Mad Alchemy Comics, and today I'm here to bring you another episode in a series I'm calling Character Attributes, where I take characters in my universe and I compare them to other characters across the anime, manga, and comic book universes. So, what I'm going to cover today is my hero, Michael Westbrook's intellectual capabilities. So in my last video, I covered one of his mainline abilities, which was his speed. Today, as mentioned before, I'm going to be touching upon his intellectual prowess and his ability to adapt neurologically. Like his speed, Michael's intellect is one of his mainline attributes. Being an alchemist and someone in the medical field, as most of his family are, he has an adept aptitude for learning and for creation and engineering. His focus is mostly in bioengineering, where he loves to focus on the body. This was most in part too because when he was younger, his body was very weak and riddled with illness. So as he progressed and learned alchemy along with his field of study, he used this to now create a way to help others function more regularly and more capable throughout their everyday lives. So how does this really help his aptitude and what he's able to do in the field of investigations? Well, Michael's ability to utilize his knowledge to examine abominations or people who have also augmented themselves is very top in his class. So he's very good at knowing what parts of the body has been augmented to boost strength, what part of the body has been used to boost speed, any chips in the brain that could help intellectually growing or processing power. So when it comes to the body and augmentation on it, he's second to none. Also, as an engineer, he's also learned things in technology. So he's learned how to utilize tools and components that allow him to build things that monitor certain aspects of his body and can help others build theirs. This, for him as an alchemist, this often has him overstepping. Say someone wants to also become a hero, but like they are archers or they just are combatants. He'll literally walk up to them and say, hey, I can augment you this way to boost your strike power or your draw power in your bow. His mind is always running, it's always functioning as an intellectual and a creative does. It just needs a project to build. So he's a very adept and he's very hands-on in his field. Very top of his class. He's on his way to becoming a PhD. Right now he has his master's. He's at most a master's level. But as he's on his way to become a full-blown doctor and PhD in his field, as well as a master alchemist, his neurological abilities will forever grow. Now, how does this compare to others in his field across the universe of manga and anime and comics? Well, as mentioned before, Michael Westbrook's aptitude is very high, almost to a master level. So say could he be more neurologically capable than a Reed Richards? Probably not that high. Like, I wouldn't say he can communicate with himself across dimensions or utilize space travel and time travel. But his ability to know the human body, even to someone on a meta level, is almost scary. Like, he could probably pinpoint a way to shut down Reed Richards' stretching ability from the joint or something like that. That's where I'm working on his mind and how to focus on the human body. So, in the field of medicine and the body, he is going to be second to none. How can he go up against someone technologically, like a Mr. Terrific or the Atom or a Donatello from Ninja Turtles? His ability technologically is up there. It's a master level. Studying engineering along with bioengineering, he can create things, tools, and gadgets to better monitor his body and others' bodies as well as tools to help him in his investigations. One of his major tools is his wristwatch and his helmet. These tools allow him to better control his abilities as he grows, look at investigation sites with more insight, and just forever build himself as a better investigator as well as a doctor and bioengineer. So overall, I just put Michael's intellectual prowess to a high genius level. He's up there, I would say, with a Tesla or an Einstein. And also in the universes of comics, he's definitely up there with a Tony Stark and a Batman. To the point where he doesn't really need all the tools and gadgets or all the metal suits that they have, because he's more in depth with building the body and moving more capable. So one of his biggest things and feats is like with his brother, he could probably casually create a super soldier from vitamins and minerals and things like that and a good workout regimen. So he can make a Steve Rogers or a Deathstroke with few little resources. Now that's funny to me because like he finds that to him that's very boring. He could make not someone on the level of a Superman, but like he could probably make a top tier Hulk type strength character with some type of nanotech and some vitamin B tablets with his alchemy. So when he thinks of like a super soldier, it's very redundant and boring to him. So that's a little comedic throw with his abilities. So over time, Michael's intellectual prowess is definitely going to grow, especially as he learns more in the field of alchemy and his field of bioengineering. He's going to be a way better investigator. That's going to be one of our next videos, his ability to process information and be an investigator, his tactical mind. So if you're ready for that, that's coming next down the pipeline. But that's just what I want to cover today. Michael Westbrook is a super genius who can run fast. So come back next time for one of his other attributes. Once again, Thoth issue 1 is now up on Amazon. Link will be down in the description. And issue 2 is now in development. So follow us on many platforms at Mad Alchemy Comics across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And I hope this was something that you would like to look at more, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you and having a good day.